Hello everyone and welcome back to W Bricks and welcome on into another LEGO Ninjago review where today we're going to be taking a look at the 2025 LEGO Ninjago Zane's Ultra Combiner Mech. This set retails for $100 and includes 1,187 pieces and 6 minifigures. Unlike where we usually start off with a box review, the room renovation has just been going crazy right now, guys. The lighting setup is all awkward and it's just not working out well. So we're not going to start off with that. We're going to dive into the figures right away. I will say the box is fine. Nothing too crazy here. So with that being said, let's dive into the set review. Starting off with the figures though, these figures are pretty good for $100. 6 minifigures is a pretty decent selection. Nothing to complain about there. First off here, we've got Sora, Pixel, and Cole for some good guy figures here of the set. Sora is just a pretty horrendous minifigure considering that she consists of the same torso and legs as released in 2023. It is pretty ridiculous at this point. It is time to start getting new suits for Aaron and Sora. Thankfully, we did get a little bit of a new one for Aaron, but Sora's is just not up to par. We need to get new figures for her. As for the Pixel, I'm actually not a big fan of this figure. It's okay, but I'm not a big fan of the red, white, purple, and gold combo, and then silver on top of that too. There's just too much color on this for me, and it seems kind of like color vomit. There's just too much, and it's just kind of a gross-looking figure to me. As for the Cole minifigure, this thing is absolutely stunning. I am just really in love with this Cole minifigure. I think it looks absolutely fantastic all the way from the toe all the way up to the very top of the hood. This thing looks really good. Around back is nothing crazy. No armor on Sora is also something to note. I forgot when saying Sora. Kind of crazy again. $100, no armor. As for the Dragonians, we got two of them here, both variants of them. Great figures. If you've seen my reviews, you know that I like them. Pretty solid figures. Really nothing to complain about here. So let's move on to the last figure of the set, Noct, the one that everybody wants. And generally, we've got a lot to talk about with this minifigure. First off, I think the minifigure is fine. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it. It's not a bad figure in my eyes. I actually think it's pretty decent for Noct. Here's a couple of the complaints that I've seen online. First up, a lot of people don't like the face print for Noct. At all, which I will show on here in just a second. It'll be on, don't worry, guys. I've seen a lot of people that don't like the face print, and I don't see that. I think it's fine. I don't see a big deal with this face print. I think it seems fine for Noct. It's nothing crazy. And the other thing I've seen online is everybody saying, why the heck does he not come with a cape? And I've seen a lot of talk about this online. A lot of people complaining about him not coming with a cape. And you guys know me. If there's something to talk about or critique, of course I'm going to critique it. Do I think he should have come with a cape? Yes, I think he should have had a cape. I mean, it's pretty iconic for his character. He has to have that cape. Is it the end of the world for me here? No, this isn't the end of the world. I just think it's hilarious that out of everything to criticize LEGO Ninjago for right now, I mean, they're literally an absolute dumpster fire right now. And out of everything to criticize, they go after Noct not having a cape. It is honestly just the craziest, stupidest crap that I have seen online right now. Out of everything going wrong, that is what people decide to criticize. But because people do want to see it with the cape, I'm going to take the ripped cape off of my Moro minifigure and slap it on here, and it looks pretty dang good. I will say he does look good with the cape. He looks just like it. It's just not that big of a deal to me. As for the actual set, this thing honestly is just dumpster fire is going to be the video or the term for today's video. I am not impressed with this set whatsoever. I actually feel a huge amount of buyer's remorse. Starting off with the baby Ryu, or I guess adult kind of Ryu now. I think this is actually the best part of the entire set. I think this is a fantastic small dragon. Those new wing elements are great. This thing is decked out. You've got great posability on this thing. The tail is great for the size of the dragon. The body, the shaping of it, everything is great here. This Ryu is a fantastic build. I would say this is probably about a $15 to $20, maybe even $20 set on its own. It's fantastic. As for the actual mech, starting off obviously at the feet are literally like 10 pieces. So... Okay, there's like nothing there for the feet, which is kind of crazy. I always say that feet kind of make a mech. If you got bad feet on it, it's gonna really set off the mech, and this mech just doesn't have feet. The legs are fine. Obviously, no knee joints here. Very minimal posing, which we'll take a look at in a second. And then you get up to the torso area where we can see that buildable Zane attached. He looks fine there. Obviously, nothing too crazy. The big wheels are on the side. Of course, the hands are kind of crappy because they are attached to the other parts of the set, the like jet part of it. I will say one of my favorite features of this are actually the shoulder pads. I think these shoulder pads are some of the best looking shoulders that we've ever seen on a mech. I think they're designed really, really well. They look very, very clean. They're very stylish. They look very good. And of course, zooming in on Zane there, he looks pretty good as well. No complaints for the Zane or the shoulders. As for the actual rest of the mech, this thing is just pretty rough. Around the back, as you see, this is bare bones. I mean, there is like no decoration around back. It is just skimped all the way through. I honestly don't know where the 1,187 pieces of this set went. I have no idea where it went. As I was building, I was like, this feels like a 800 piece set. I mean, and when you look at it, it doesn't feel like there's anything there. As you see, you've got some elbow joints, which are pretty nice here, but very limited arm movement. Obviously, you can't move those shoulders very much because the shoulders are so big. You do have a bit of movement here on the legs, but just nothing crazy. Obviously, no knee movement, and then the foot movement is just quite literally pathetic. This is not a $100 mech, guys. This is not a $100 quality. Obviously, no big sword, no big weapon. You can't grip a weapon, you can't add a weapon, nothing like that. I just don't know where the money went or where the pieces went. I don't know where anything went for this set. I buy a lot of Lego sets, guys. That's pretty obvious. I buy a crap ton of Lego. And I typically don't get buyer's remorse at all. It's typically something I don't get because, oh, I'll just add it into the collection. It is what it is. This is one that I definitely have a severe case of buyer's remorse on. Immediately after building it, I was just like, wow, I cannot believe I just wasted $100 of my hard-earned money on that. This set is not worth $100. This set is barely worth $80. I would say maybe this is a $70 mech at max. The minifigure selection here is great, which is, that's really, really good. I just don't understand why we can't get a good minifigure selection with a good set. Give 6 minifigures to the Cole's Titan mech, and it's going to be absolute peak quality. I don't know why, we get these really decent minifigure selections within a really terrible set. It seems to be what they're going to be doing in 2025. But I really there is no hype for this set for me. I genuinely think this is one of the worst sets of all time. It is definitely in the top 3 worst mechs of all time. There's just nothing going for it. Obviously, I didn't break it apart and show you all the different vehicles. If I did, this video is going to last forever, and I don't even remember how to take it apart. And honestly, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change how I feel. Don't buy the set. Don't pick it up. I know I've been delayed on this review. I've had so much other content that I've been working on. Obviously, the renovation of the room has been taking a ton of time. It's been taking a huge toll on the time that I have to record and make content. But don't worry, guys. I'll be back. Hopefully, I'm trying to keep up with these daily uploads or every other day. So I'm trying to keep up with that. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. Honestly, I would not pick this set up if it's not for $70 or less. It will hit a sale. It will be on a good sale. So if you need it, wait. If you need it for the minifigures, don't buy it. These minifigures will all come included in other sets in the future that are all going to be far better value for your money. I think this is genuinely probably the worst set of the wave, and I cannot believe I'm saying that. I would have thought it'd be the Lloyd's race car or something, but I do think that this is the worst set of the wave. I think even the $50 Kai's Mech Jet Storm Glider thing is better value after having it in person than this set. I genuinely don't even want to put this on display. It is one of the ugliest mechs. Dark red, or red, dark blue, white, gold. This combo just isn't doing it for me. The feet of the mech are terrible. There's no knee joints. There's no hands, or really there are no hands. There's no weapon. There's no sword, no nothing. This is just bare bones mech, $70 max. It is a disappointing set. Please subscribe and hit like on the video so you can help me make back a little bit of the money that I completely wasted on this set to help review for you guys. But seriously, please don't buy the set. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see y'all later on W Breaks.